Yes, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Warzone Jones coming right back at you, pro wrestling related type of video, and I'm going to be reviewing Extreme Rules. Pretty decent night of matches. It was a pretty decent pay-per-view. Not great, but decent, and I do think it is well worth your time. So we're going to start off with the first match of the night, of course, which was Luke Harper versus none other than Dean Ambrose in a Chicago street fight. You clearly wasn't going to get technical wrestling in a match like this, but let's be honest here, you don't really want to see that type of wrestling in a Chicago street fight. No, you want to see two guys brawl. So these two guys did have a really good brawl. Now the way this match ended, it was kind of weird, you know, the way it ended, but I'm going to get more on that part a little bit later. But these guys did brawl. No, they was using kendo sticks. They were using chairs. No, they brawled in the ring. After a while, they brawled outside of the ring, and then they took it backstage like they did back in the Attitude Era. So they brawled backstage, and then something happens. Luke Harper, he gets inside of a car. And I'm thinking that he's just going to drive off and all of a sudden the match is just going to end in a no contest. But that didn't happen. Dean Ambrose, he dives into the car, and then Luke Harper drives off. So these guys, it's like, okay, well, where did they go? Like, they just drove off. I'm sitting there thinking, okay, well, maybe they just going to take the fight somewhere else, and then they're going to get a camera and show it. But no, they didn't do that. These guys returned later. Here's the weird part I was talking about. They returned about 30 or maybe 40 minutes later after we had like two more matches, and then they continued their brawl. Then they continued the match. So these guys eventually make their way back to the arena, back into the ring. And before they got into the ring, they threw like 15 chairs into the ring. I mean, like, Dean Ambrose is on one side and Luke Harper's on the other side. And they both are just throwing in chairs. Like, it was about maybe 15 or more chairs being thrown into the ring. And, actually, now that I think about it, Dean Ambrose, man, he took a real good spot. Luke Harper powerbombed him, sit-down powerbomb him on one of the chairs. It looked like that really did hurt. And matter of fact, it seemed like to me that Luke Harper has a knack for just powerbombing the hell out of Dean Ambrose. Let's be honest. He powerbombed through an announcer's table. He powerbombed through a ladder at WrestleMania, and he's powerbombing him on a chair now. But nonetheless, Dean Ambrose walks out the winner in this Chicago street fight. He needed a big win. Dean Ambrose wins. We'll see where these guys go on from here. Is they going to continue? Don't know. Just tune in and see. Next, we had a match, a kiss my arse match, as they call it. But that basically means kiss my ass match. So the loser had to kiss the winner's ass. This was a pretty good match between Dolph Ziggler and Sheamus. Pretty damn good match. And your winner, Dolph Ziggler. Now, the way Dolph Ziggler wins this match is Sheamus was getting ready to suplex him, but he was able to reverse that suplex into a roll-up pin, and he pins the 1, 2, 3. Now, I thought that Sheamus was probably going to win because, he just got back, and this is his first pay-per-view match back, since he's been gone. He's been gone a pretty long time. I figured they're going to give him a win so you can keep his character, hot, like it once was before. But although Sheamus lost. Although Sheamus lost this match, he did not kiss Dolph Ziggler's ass. And matter of fact, he did the exact opposite. He punched him right in the nuts and then gave him the bro kick and then walked right on out of there. So it looked like to me that this feud is going to continue between Sheamus and Dolph Ziggler. It was a pretty damn decent match. So let me look at my notes here. The next match we had was a tag team match between the New Day and Cesaro and Tyson Kidd for the tag team titles. This was a pretty damn good match. It was better than what I thought. Like, this match was really entertaining. Not classic, but the match was, I thought it was really fun to watch. The New Day, clearly the fans was going to chant New Day sucks, and that's what happened. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Like, I thought Chicago was going to rip these guys a new asshole, but they really didn't. Big E Langston is an underrated wrestler. Like, he's an underrated big man. Like I saw some really good big man spots from Big E Langston. The ending to this match, shocking, because the New Day walks out as the tag team titles. Now, apparently, nobody likes the New Day. That's why they keep chanting, New Day sucks. But the New Day walked out as the tag team champion. So I thought that was a little weird, but at the same time, a little interesting too. So it looks like we're probably going to get a feud between Cesaro and Tyson Kidd versus the New Day. So we're going to see what they're going to go with this whole winning the tag team titles things from here. So what was the next match? The next match we had, which was the Divas match. I don't normally watch Divas matches, but this Divas match was average. It was just average. It was just an average match. Nothing too big to really talk about. Nikki Bella retains her women's title with the help of Brie Bella, of course. So it was like, yeah, two heels fighting each other. Big Show versus Roman Reigns in a last man standing match. The last man standing match, not the best last man standing match I've ever seen, but at the same time, not the worst. It was a decent last man standing match. It did have pretty good table spots, I'll tell you that much right now. So you had a couple of good table spots. Big Show had chokeslam Roman Reigns onto two tables outside of the ring. I thought that the fans was just gonna boo the hell out of Roman Reigns, but they didn't. Like Chicago, it was like they was kind of nice today. They didn't boo the hell out of Roman Reigns like Philadelphia did, and Chicago is one of the tougher wrestling towns. Like they do that. They boo people. They let you know how they feel about people, but they didn't really do that with Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns didn't get that booed that much at all. But Roman Reigns, he looked good. Big Show was looking good, and hopefully this feud ends, because that's just way too many matches. These guys had way too many matches. Hopefully this last man standing match ends everything. The last spot of the match, Roman Reigns had actually speared the Big Show as he was on top of the announcer's table. The reason why he was on top of the announcer's table because he tried to chokeslam Roman Reigns through the announcer's table, but Roman Reigns was able to get out of that chokehold, and he speared the Big Show onto the announcer's table. And when he did that, he picked up the announcer's table and put the Big Show right under it. So he took that announcer's table, put it right on top of him, and stood on it as the referee counts to 10. So Roman Reigns wins the last man standing match. Hopefully that's the last match that these two guys have. That's just way too many. Cena versus Rusev. Cena versus Rusev, man. I'm not a big fan of these types of matches. Now, they did it a little bit different, with the chain. Normally, it's a bull rope match. They had the lights. If Cena touches a corner, a green light will come on. If Rusev touches a corner, a red light will come on. So they did it different that way. So it felt a little bit different, but at the same time, it didn't matter for me personally because I'm not really a big fan of these types of matches. As far as it being entertaining, it was an okay match. John Cena does walk out with the United States Championship, so this is their third match. I don't know if these guys are going to continue to feud, but I didn't really see anything that says that, okay, well, this match is over. Like their feud, or rather I should say that their feud is over. But yeah, Cena walks out. He defends the United States Championship, and Rusev loses. We'll see what they go from here. Next, we had a cage match between, of course, Randy Orton and Seth Rollins. Now, this match was not nowhere near as good as I was hoping it was going to be, because, we got Randy Orton and Seth Rollins here. Both these guys got talent. So they didn't bring it in this match like I would have hoped. The match was okay, but I have seen way better cage matches than this. The match was okay. The stipulation was, Randy Orton can't use the RKO. He did use the RKO, but not on Seth Rollins. He used it on Kane. Kane had got into the cage because he got all pissed off that the cage door had hit him in the head on an accident, because Seth Rollins had kicked the door open. He tried to hit Randy Orton, but missed and hit the cage, and it hit Kane. So Kane walked into the ring, chokeslammed just about everybody in there. He chokeslammed Seth Rollins. He chokeslammed Randy Orton. He even chokeslammed the two security guards. And Randy Orton had got up and he RKO's Kane. And when that happened, Seth Rollins got on to Randy Orton and RKO's Randy Orton. And he rose right out of the ring, and still you're a new WWE champion. So Seth Rollins walks out the WWE champion on that note. So I don't know if their feud is going to end, but we'll see. So as far as it being a good show, it was a decent night of show. It was decent. Just decent. Not great, but decent. So if you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel. This is Wasn't Jones. I'm out. Deuces.